please welcome my friend, my fellow Hun Soil Director, CEO, Mofdy Morgan. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to say thank you for the people taking in charge of the electrolysis Eco Week. I would like to have also a special thank you for Mr. Enrico, for Katerina, and for everybody involved in this great event. I would like to talk to you about some issues with the environment. Our company, Han Soil, is basically a company with a vision about the environment, specifically water. And since last year, when we got involved in electrolysis about some trees or some olive trees plantation, we recognize how serious the island of electrolysis taking it towards environment. I would like to say, due to the increase of population, the severe increase of population, food production will be a challenge in the next 30 years. And why is that? Because the increase of population is rapidly going progressive, and it's about meeting the demand of food, the demand of food production. Food production usually have a lot of parameters that control it, which is a fertile land, water, sun, and air. Assuming sun and air is something given, let's talk about water and land and fertilizers. The land available now for cultivation is basically either a poor quality soil or, in other words, desert land or sandy soil. Desert land or sandy soil are basically poor in two important elements: water holding, meaning water retention, and also in the percentage of organic matter. And let's now not worry too much about organic matter, but let's talk about water. The attempt from farmers and people working in the cultivation and food production, what they do is basically keep using huge amount of water in order to satisfy or meet the need of plant, and in the meantime they also use excessive amount of fertilizer in order to have a higher yield or making the process more economically. The result is basically water will leach out from the soil going to the underground water, and as we all know, fertilizer dissolving in water, so water takes the chemicals, we're talking about specifically NPK, to take it to the underground water, and the result is contamination of underground water between the chemicals and also heavy metals. If we consider the fact that is the water amount in the planet Earth is a confined amount of water. It's a definite amount of water. It's not going to decrease by 1 milliliter or increase by 1 milliliter. So all the attempts from the people caring about the environment is basically about how to manage the usage of water. So the problem here is not from attempt to produce more food. The problem is how the process itself is not working efficient. If we talk about some countries in southern Mediterranean, they start already to have a severe shortage of rainfalls, or if you want to call it water supply. The FAO organization, which an organization belongs to the United Nations, have some numbers that the majority of water in any country or in the planet Earth in general, 80% of water usage goes to agriculture. So agriculture is a big section of water consumption. So let's go back again to the land. After we talk about the water a little bit, the land factor is, in order to grow more food, then we have to go to the desert land in order to cultivate it. Considering the fact that the land is not holding water and nutrients or water and fertilizers. So again, as I mentioned earlier, contamination will happen to the underground water. Contamination happen also to the underground water, not only from excessive usage of fertilizer leaching in the soil, but also keep using the underground water, creating negative pressure on the underground layer, and that allow water from oceans and seas to leach out to go through the underground water, and also that's an extra element of contamination. And the last element that really affecting the quality and the quantity of water available for agriculture is fertilizers. Fertilizers is commonly known as NPK, and it's water soluble or dissolved in water. Some numbers from several platforms suggesting that percentage increase of chemical fertilizer has went progressively high. So what we're going to be ending here, are we going to meet the command? Are we going to meet the demand of food production available for the increase of population? The answer is maybe by 90% no. Specifically for the next 30 years. Are we able to preserve water or conserve water or apply the best water management available? And the answer so far is no. Our company has been always having a vision about the environment. And we are specialized as a company in soil and soil composition. So the problem here is that it will help a little bit in delaying and improving the fact that we're going to be running out of water in the next decades, which is why we cannot find a solution for having the water that contains mineral and heavy metals and salts to be only available for the plant need only. We are not the only company been thinking about modern techniques and modern ways of saving the excessive water that goes in the underground. There is several attempts between drip irrigation, beaver, stuff like that, but still the amount of water going to the underground is basically huge quantities. A huge amount of water is still going to the underground, contaminating the lakes underground. But our company have designed a product that when it's been used or applied in a poor land, what will do, it will exactly ensure that the water shouldn't leave. I mean, the water will not going to leave the root area, which is around 15 to 30 centimeters in crops and maybe 1.5 meters in some trees. No, the water will stay only in this area, so we don't have to keep watering and losing fertilizer. Uh, the thing is, if we look about the environment, the product is made out of some recyclable material. So we help the environment by getting rid in a proper way from some agricultural waste, and also helping in increasing the efficiency of water management or water usage and management. Uh, by numbers, by actual numbers, our product used in poor soil or sandy soil or desert land can minimum save 50% of water usage, uses other techniques or other problems. Meaning, if people using different soil conditioner or different amendment for soil or different techniques of irrigation, we still, with all the achievements they have, we still can save 50% of the water being used. What that means? It means that if we have a definite amount of water in a specific geographic area dedicated for agriculture, what we can do is using the same amount of water to double the area for food production or for landscape or for any ground cover to be cleaned. Increasing the green surface in any geographical area will contribute to a lot of oxygen production, a lot of air purifying, and most of all, saving water and employing the water to be where is it supposed to be. At the end, again, I would like to thank you all for your participation. And if anybody have a question, I'm available to answer any question. I cannot even tell.
Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for your presentation. In this case, I think that your product is bringing an environmental solution, and I think it needs to be known by all the countries. It needs to be used by many countries. It has to be around the world because it helps, it solves a problem, it helps to reduce water waste and to improve the quality, the growth. And okay, you know more about the technical things, but I think that it's something that has to be everywhere. And I think that we have to thank you for creating this for the planet.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. And also, we are very happy to have Katerina here. She represents you very well. She's always happy to help, happy to collaborate. She went to the school yesterday, right? And it was, as I learned from the school, it was a beautiful experience for the kids. And I think that it's very important to take the kids in consideration because they are the future. So it was a beautiful activity. Thank you.
I acknowledge her work, and I will say thank you again for Katarina.
Yeah, Katarina is doing a great. She represents you very well, very, very well. So thank you very much.